In our first game of the week, we had the Eielson Ravens taking on the Monroe Catholic Rams on the pitch, and it lived up to the hype of seeing a top-scoring offense and a brick wall of a defense face off. Both teams had offensive chances from the kickoff, with Eielson showing off that high-flying offense from shots inside the box and outside and dangerous free kicks, but the Rams wouldn't be caught sleeping on offense either, finding the gaps in Eielson's back line. Freshman Wayne Horan gets a pass from the top of the box in open space and scores to give the Rams a 1-goal lead in the first half. Eielson would find a way to tie it up. A penalty in the box sets up Aiden Donahue with a PQ shot, and he scores the tying goal for the Ravens. Billy Bass sets up a free kick from the 20-yard line and bends it over Mitchell Drayton into the upper 90 for a nasty game-winning goal for the Rams over Eielson. As the Rams take down the Ravens, there won't be a long wait to run it back as the teams face off again this Saturday for one of the last few conference games of the season before the teams get ready for regionals and states. The 2023 Alaska State Motocross Championship was soaring over the weekend for the third and fourth races of the year. Quite a few local racers are tearing it up in the standings in the fight for a championship title. A handful of names are standing pretty tall currently in the individual classes. The Huttwanger family from North Pole has Bradley sitting first in the 85 expert class and second in Super Mini. Jackson is third in the pro class and fourth in the 250 expert class, and Nathan is fighting for fourth in the 125cc all-star class. Quite a few Fairbanks locals are doing well in the standings too. Craig Hill is second in the senior vet class. Jordan Hill is fourth in the women's class and fourth in the 250 novice class. And Decker Hill is seventh in the youth class and ninth in the 250 intermediate class. Battling it out with Decker in the same classes, Austin Carroll is third in the 250 intermediate class and fifth in youth. And sitting in between Carroll and Hill in the youth class is Isaiah Erickson, who's just above Hill, sitting sixth. Last but not least is Bryson Russell from Fort Wainwright, who is currently fourth in the 65 intermediate class. We started off at the South Davis Field for the championship game in the Rail Belt Conference with the West Valley Wolfpack taking on the Colony Knights again. The Wolfpack would score first in this one before going down 4-1 after the second inning. West Valley would march back into the lead, taking a one-run lead, 5-4. Top of the seventh inning, the Wolfpack would add on another 4 runs to extend their lead by 5 for a 9-4 score. Going into the bottom of the seventh, after 4 scoreless innings, the Knights would come back to life, scoring 7 runs to walk it off with an 11-9 final score. The Knights had punched the ticket to state with the conference championship win, but the Wolfpack can still receive a at-large bid and make it to the state playoffs that way due to the results in the regular season. We'll have an update on what the state playoffs are going to look like next week. With Gold Painter Baseball back for the season, it's time for people to get excited for Ballpark Franks and another 30-win season from the team. The countdown clock is ticking its way closer to 0 hour, with the first game against the San Diego Waves less than 24 hours away. The first game is just around the corner. Expectations are high after the last few seasons for the Gold Painters. The team's general manager, John Lowerke, plans to move those goals and expectations for the season to a literal fact.
Well, obviously you want to win. You know, there's a tournament in Canada we'd like to win. We won that in 2019. They didn't play it in 20 and 21, so we weren't able to defend our crown last year, so we'd like to try to do that again. You know, there's obviously the Midnight Sun game, which is, we always want to win that game because it's, you know, going to be our biggest crowd. So we finish off in Oregon. I don't know if we'll be in a postseason tournament after that. Things are pretty expensive this year travel-wise, but we've won 30 games the last 4 years, and we'd like to make it 5 years in a row.
Even even though players come to Fairbanks from the western side of the United States, there's a few locals who have made the decision to play for their hometown team.
Yeah, those would be the guys that are, here that live in the area. There's one guy in the Army, pitcher Ray Padilla, and then there's two guys that are from this area that have played college outside, and they come home for the summer, and we could use their help here at the Gold Panthers, Alex Garcia and Alex and Trotman.
For the fans looking for gear and swag online and can't find it, they won't have to worry anymore. The team store at Ground is going to be open and ready to go for games, especially with all the fun promotions that are planned for the season.
The first 6 nights are all promotion nights with businesses that have really done a good job of bringing us, helping bring us some big crowds. So we don't want to get caught short with anything at the park, and it's just allows us to kind of see straight and manage our inventory.
Everyone from the Gold Painters is excited to finally hear that first pop from the first pitch of the season, and so am I. The countdown clock is on, and I hope I get to see everyone come out to show their support for the Boys of Summer. We are starting off the MOBSR with some interior hockey today. The West Valley Wolfpack headed down the Richardson to take on the North Pole Patriots for a nice interior rivalry game. Wolfpack looking for their first win, and the Patriots wanting their fourth. The first period would start off a bit like a game of table tennis, with the game going from one end to the other. After the opening few minutes, West Valley would start to take control and spent increasing amounts of time in the Patriots' D zone. 57 seconds left in the first period, West Valley on the power play. And Riley Powell would find John Sawyer down low, and Sawyer would roof a shot to the back post for the first goal of the game, and his first of the night. North Pole would answer back 5 minutes into the second as Elias Holland found an open lane down the right side and ripped a shot far side to tie it up at 1. West Valley Sawyer would snag his second of the game early in the third for the lead, and now 2 minutes left in the third period, Jacob Weber pops in his own rebound to tie the game up at 2. 30 seconds later, West Valley on a 2-on-1, and Logan Rogers gets the free lane and makes it count and scores the game winner for the Wolfpack. We spoke to Coach Ryan Heller on the Wolfpack's win. The Ice Dogs head to Anchorage for the first time this season and are coming off a split series with Kenai to start off November. Game 1 would go to the Ice Dogs as the rookie line of Rohr, Cordray, and Brown would have another solid night. Blood, Norkovikas, and Cameron would etch their names on the score sheets too, with every player having a multi-point night on the 6-2 win. Game 2 would see the score reverse as the Brown Bears would light the lamp early and often. The Ice Dogs wouldn't go down quietly though, as the line of Cameron, Blood, and Carlson would snag the 3 goals. This will be the first series against Anchorage this season. Anchorage is currently in the lead for the Club 49 Cup with 4 points. Kenai is in second with 3, and our Ice Dogs sit in third with 2. Here's Ham Fairbanks Evening News and News Center Final as we take an in-depth look at UAF athletics on KTVF for Nanook Corner.
Nanook Corner is brought to you by Denali and
News for Nanook Nation as we have a dual sport signing, with the signee joining the volleyball and women's basketball team. Signing to the Nanooks is the 6'1", fifth-year dual sport athlete Lily Stewart. Stewart comes from Evergreen State College, Geoducks, in Olympia, Washington. On the volleyball side, she is a veteran pin hitter that has the ability to score points and make an impact as soon as she steps on the court. Stewart played in all 27 matches and played in every set played by the Geoducks for the season. She posted 325 kills, scored a team-high 406.5 points. She added 124 digs, 80 total blocks, 17 solo, and 63 assists, 33 aces, and 23 assists. On the basketball side, Stewart started in 15 games for the Geoducks. She averaged 22.8 minutes on the court, 3.9 points, and 5.6 rebounds per game. The goal for the fifth-year senior is to become a solid defensive piece for the Nanooks basketball team while earning her master's degree in the One Health Master's program at UAF.